Hello, Louisiana Beer Reviews. I'm back with David. We're doing a duo review, but we're actually doing a trio review. We have an off-camera guest, a secret guest. He's going to review with us. This is Big Chief Stout, headquartered in New Orleans East, but as I found out when I did a solo review, it's contract brewed in Virginia.
I don't know how they save money by contract brewing all the way to Virginia. Why wouldn't they just contract brew to somebody that does good brewing here?
Maybe they got the best deal from Beltway Brewing of Virginia.
Perhaps, but I'm also thinking you would save a lot of money if you did it closer.
I don't know. It just came out in 2019. They also make a honey beer, which I haven't tried the honey beer.
Yeah.
I bought this 4-pack at Matherns. It was $10.99.
I'm looking at the can. It's got all kinds of like little kind of weird, not weird, but all kinds of like little art on the side and little slogans and whatnot. And I don't know if you can see right here, but it's got figurines, kind of like one on top of each other, kind of like a totem pole.
Yeah, well, it's like the Chief's outfit.
Yeah.
You see, that's the Chief's head and his body.
Okay.
You know how the Mardi Gras Indians, that's his whole regalia. His eyes, his mouth, and his legs down here. That's his apron. It's actually his body.
Doesn't look like a Mardi Gras, one of the Mardi Gras Indians I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But anyway, it says Chief, Shaka Zulu on the back. But I thought that was pretty interesting, just kind of bring that in. It says it's a cream stout coming in at 5.0%. It's got little fleur-de-lis all over it. Cajun prod. It's supposed to be out of New Orleans East somewhere, so.
Cajun Fire.
Oh, excuse me. Cajun Fire. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's on Lake Forest Boulevard.
Okay.
But it's mostly like an office right now, not an actual brewery. But they may be working on it. They may be working on it.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and pour and see what it's like.
I can't remember the bitterness units, but
yeah,
it's got just lactose, which is the milk sugar, and it's got vanilla beans added to it.
The appearance to me doesn't seem to be out of a stout. It's kind of like almost like Coca-Cola. You can see right through it.
Like a porter.
Yeah.
It's almost kind of flat. It's not as you would think it would be a lot more head to it.
Yeah, but these glasses are kind of wide, so if you get a skinnier glass, you might get more foam.
That's the whole idea. So I think when I have a wide base glass, I can let the bubbles come out on it. So I'm looking at it. It almost had that appearance of like Coca-Cola, which to me, if a stout's pouring out like that,
it's darker than Coke, though.
Yeah. Slightly. I was looking at it as it was pouring out.
Yeah.
Do you like stouts?
Yes, some of them are very good.
Well, it's got that chocolate note. You can smell it.
Chocolate.
Yeah. The chocolate cocoa.
Let me see the can real fast, if you don't mind. I usually grab stuff without asking. All right, let's see. Chocolate malt, black caramel malt, and Munich malts. I thought they said it on the can.
That's why.
They were saying that, oh well, it's Chief Shaka Zulu of the Golden Feather Hunters Tribe.
It's light. It goes down quick. It's chocolatey. It's sweet, but then it kind of dissipates.
But it has some little bit bitterness left.
Yeah,
behind
it's
it.
a little bitter on the afternoon.
Yeah, it is.
It's almost like it's a mix of stout and a lager.
I was gonna say it's almost like it's almost got the consistency of like a black and tan, less like a stout.
I'm getting a little, I wouldn't say burned or burnt, but it's a little char in there, like now when something's cooked.
Yeah.
A little charred flavor. It doesn't taste burnt. The body is light. I said that in my solo review, the body was light like a porter. The finish is kind of like not sweet, but like more drier than sweeter.
It does have like a charcoal aftertaste.
Yeah, I think you get that from basically like a dark chocolate note. You would get a little bit of that.
Yeah, probably it gotta be. It gotta be some of the grain they use.
Yeah, the barley they roast it like dark coffee.
Well, I mean, I made beer before, and that, depending how on the darkness you go, the darker you go, you get that, if,
Kind of like a charcoal note.
yeah, it all depends on because they make some stuff, it's like out of this chart, the BV on it.
But I mean, the lower you get with this in the glass, and if you look at it, you can see you can almost get that Coca-Cola look to it that I was talking about.
Yeah.
So, to me, by the appearance, it's not a stout. Stouts come in at almost so dark that you can't see through them. This is like a dark lager. It's almost
Well, what's
like
the most famous stout?
dunkel.
Guinness, right? Guinness Farm Extra. Guinness Extra is 5.6%. This is 5. How do you think this stacks up to Guinness? Well, Guinness is not flavored with vanilla beans. That's from Ireland.
Flavor-wise, it's pretty good.
Think this is pretty good?
Yeah, the flavor, and if you want to put it against Guinness, it's pretty good.
It's just you got an issue with the body.
I didn't say I had an issue with the body. What I'm saying is that it's light colored and a light body that goes down. Stouts usually aren't like this. Stouts are a little bit more robust.
Yeah, but
Flavor and note.
as a counterpoint or counter argument, don't you got to take into account there's Guinness Draft Stout, which is only 4.2. The kind that comes in a can
For the record,
and the
Well,
for the record, I do not drink Guinness, so I really can't compare Guinness because I don't like Nitro Guinness.
There's a nitro, the difference
So-
from a lot of stouts, but I think the biggest difference on these, it has a body more of a lager than a stout. Because the stout, you also give you a lot more coating on when you're
Right.
drinking it, where this it does not.
Yeah, this is real light for stout.
it is.
Body and flavor.
That's the first thing I said when I did my solo review, that it was thin like a porter.
Yeah, I would probably go closer to a porter than.
I don't know. This is a new company. I figured I'd take a chance on it.
Well, if the can said it was a porter on the side of it rather than a stout, I would say it's darn good porter.
$2.25 a can. What? I paid $2.25 a can. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because there's other stouts out there that you can get cheaper, 10 times better than this.
Okay.
Just saying.
You never know till you try it.
You gotta give it a shot.
True.
So, what do you score it?
It's not an unpleasant beer. It tastes really good. It's well put together. I think it's mislabeled. I think they really should label it back as being a porter rather than a stout. I wish it had a little bit more body. But there's nothing unpleasant about it. It's made well, so I'd have to give it like a B plus.
B plus?
Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
It is very good. It is very smooth. It does not resemble exactly stout. I agree on that. I probably give it a B. It's not an A, that's for sure. On a C, you probably,
I just think it's miscategorized.
yeah. So I think it is kinda decent enough for the price. Can you get better products? Most likely.
So good, but not excellent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna differ. I'm gonna say 92. I don't remember what I gave it in my solo. I think it was higher, but I'm gonna say 92, A minus. I like that roastiness on it. Like they just went right up to the level of burnt, and they stopped before they got to burnt.
Okay. I'll agree that that's there.
It's like they
But
knew when to stop.
Overall, still overall, I think it's misclassified.
Okay, well, that's the fun.
That kind of brings it down for me. And we've had this
I
with
wouldn't
other
necessarily
beers.
argue with that.
It kind of brings the grade down.
I'll just say
You know what would be fun? To get 3 stout label beers or 4, whatever, and do comparison between, and so you kind of get more of a
Yeah, but you have to have a baseline with that. You have to have everyone agreeing that this beer is the one that we're going to measure all the beers
That's
against.
why I say Guinness, because that's kind of like the one everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
Right.
Yeah, correct.
And then you can say,
well,
okay,
I was thinking not to even go there to just get 3 or 4
Just 4.
stouts.
Similar
and
ABV.
that'd be like
I'm not opposed to trying Guinness again,
yeah,
but I do not like the Nitro Guinness.
yeah. I mean, they do have other
The
ones.
regular.
yeah, they got the regular bottle that's just
Right.
without nitro. It's
Yeah.
called Guinness Extra Stout.
Yeah.
And then if you go to DoorDash,
That
you
one's
can get the foreign Extra Stout, which is
Yeah.
the real strong 7.5%. That's but you got to do other stouts at that level because that thick, syrupy body, it's gonna be so obvious what it is if you went up against some.
Well, I mean, one of the really
Yes.
good stouts that you can get overall, and I know people, not very many people
I
like
know
it
what you're gonna
because
say. Ours channel.
no, not ours channel. Not a whole lot of people like it because it's got that chocolate bitter note. It's Old Rasputin.
Oh, the
Me,
Imperial
Old
Stout.
Rasputin is
Well,
one of the best.
but you have a
Russian
couple
Imperials.
other things. You have like Murphy's. And
The
you
Russian
have couple,
Imperial.
you have couple. Yeah, you have a couple of
Great.
different. The thing is not to.
Murphy's.
I think it's not about putting against Guinness. It's about choosing 4 or 5 and then be like, hey, look, let's do which one we think is better. And,
Yeah, you have to have
you
a
know,
baseline. You have,
It's
everyone
best to
has to
do
come
it-
to an agreement saying, okay, well, these are the qualities I like about this stout
Yeah.
versus this stout versus this
Yeah,
stout.
and the best
then
way-
put them all together and say, okay, well, this is the measuring stick we're going to use to measure what's the best stout and what isn't. And you could do a base. You could do a blind test after that.
That's what I'm saying. The most important thing would do it blind. Put little tags below the glasses and mix them all up and not know
I
which
think
is
that's an
which.
excellent idea. Because
So you're
if
not biased. You're not
Yeah,
influenced.
correct. Yeah, I think you should. I mean, there's so many stouts out there. You could choose. If you want to get a base, and if you want to use Guinness as a base, or any other, you're going to be like, oh, we're going to compare to these, right? Because
Yeah.
you could do any comparison. You
Also, when you go and tasting something this dark and this
Yeah.
heavy in flavor notes, you're gonna have to like rinse your palate out with water.
Yeah.
You
Well, we're
can't just
gonna-
go from stout to stout to stout because then you're like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
and then
I-
it's gonna start feeding off of the
They'll
last.
start.
stout.
They'll start blending together too much. Well, thanks for watching this video production. We better end it. So, les bon temps, we're gonna end this video. Thanks for our guest off-camera reviewer. We're gonna say it's scored out as a B because 2 B's and an A is a B. We're gonna end this review by saying, y'all come on down to Jefferson Parish, Louisiana.
Drink more beer.